Hi, I'm Sam Breslin of Powerful Women's Health. I'm really excited to have the opportunity to share with you this collection of body-based, or what we call inner resourcing exercises. I use these with clients all the time to help them feel more in control and comfortable in their bodies and in their experience of daily life. And whether we call it meditation, grounding, or practicing mindfulness, these techniques don't need to be mysterious or complicated. And I'm hoping that these guided exercises and visualizations will show you how much you're capable of using and noticing your body to feel more at ease or more energized, depending on what you need in the moment. I often suggest writing the names of the resources down somewhere, hanging up post-its, or setting alarms to cue yourself to practice your favorites throughout the day. The more you practice them, the easier and stronger they become, and then you can turn to them quickly when you need them. You can feel free to watch the videos so you can see me and some demonstrations for some of them, or just play the videos and listen to the audio, whatever works best for you. Thanks again for being here, and I'll see you in the exercises. Hi, this is called clench and release. This is a really good technique for managing anger or getting any overwhelming energy out of your system. It's a spin-off of progressive muscle relaxation, if you've ever heard of or done that before. And it includes back and forth bilateral movements for an extra processing and strengthening boost. I'm going to explain it first so you know what to expect, and then we're going to do it. First, I'll ask you to think about something that's bothering you. It can be anything that happened to you today, last week, anything related to something coming up, anything. You're going to be squeezing one body part. Typically, people choose a hand or a foot on one side of your body first. You're going to clench it until it feels exhausted. And then you're going to release it gently. Notice the feeling of that, and then switch to the other hand, foot, or other body part that you chose. Focusing on the issue, breathing it in, breathing it out, as long as you need to until the need to continue to squeeze seems to have dissipated. Okay, we definitely do not want this to cause pain or injury, so keep in mind that we're only squeezing to tire the muscle out. If it hurts to squeeze your hand or scrunch your foot or thigh, I like to squeeze a soft ball and then pass it to the other hand when it's time. You can also squeeze opposite corners of a pillow or hold bunches of a blanket in each hand and squeeze and release each bunch back and forth. If you're using your feet, you can press your toes together or curl your toes if that feels okay for you, one foot at a time, or just press the balls of your feet into the floor, back and forth, one at a time. Okay, so now let's do it. Think about something bothering you right now. I invite you to bring up that issue in your mind, scan your body, and notice whatever you notice in your body. Notice where you feel any tension or stress. Where is it? Now squeeze the body part you chose on one side of your body. Squeeze it until it feels exhausted. And then release it gently. Notice that feeling and switch to squeezing that body part on the other side. Breathing, clenching, breathing in, focusing on the issue, and breathing it out and releasing. As long as you need to, back and forth, until the need to continue to squeeze has dissipated. And keep breathing in and out as you squeeze. And release, noticing the feeling of releasing. And switch to the other side. Squeeze. Noticing the sensations. Keep doing this back and forth as long as you feel the need to, and be sure to notice the release. Also, if it feels right, you can add in energy flicking, where you flick the energy from your shoulders down, moving the energy off and out, off and down into the earth where it can be absorbed. Now think about the original issue again. Notice what you notice about sensations in your body and your awareness. What has shifted? What are you noticing now? To use this strategy, you can do this under your desk while working, or under a table during a meal, or sitting on the couch, or on a park bench, or while walking, anywhere really. You can even use this while on the road and squeeze and release the steering wheel back and forth if you're feeling stressed in the car. You can also just press your fingertips together back and forth, side to side. Try different strategies and practice every day to make it more readily available for yourself when you need it. Hi. This is noticing your breath and diaphragmatic breathing. Do what you need to do to get comfortable in your seat. Shake out the kinks, shift your posture, whatever you're noticing that your body is needing right now. Stretch your hips a little bit. Lengthen the sides of your body. You can have your eyes open or closed, whatever allows you to be in this moment, focusing comfortably. Now, before we begin, I just want to acknowledge that breathwork can feel a little flustering or unsettling at times. So if you feel this way, it's totally understandable. When we have trauma or an experience that puts us into survival mode, even something that feels like it shouldn't, and we all have those in some shape or form, breath can often be shallow, and deliberately connecting to it can sometimes feel surprising because there's so much spaciousness. So the first thing is just to notice that you're breathing, not changing anything, just tuning into your pattern of inhaling and exhaling without judgment. Don't change anything, just notice the rhythm, the rise and fall. Notice anything you're noticing about the depth or shallowness. Notice what happens when you bring your attention to this practice that happens all day long. You might add a thought to it, like I'm breathing in on the in breath and breathing out on the out breath. Just noticing it. And as you continue to attend to this, notice if your intention starts to wander. Give yourself a smile and let yourself know it's okay. This is normal. I'm human. And just bring your attention back. In Western culture, especially for women, we're encouraged to suck in our stomachs, and then breathing becomes chest up or even throat up. And we tend to bring in the air, raising our shoulders and our chest. But doing it this way doesn't allow us to take in full breaths of oxygen. And that can keep us in a state of tension, our muscles tight, and our mind stressed. It can also make us feel like our bodies aren't good enough as they are, and we have to keep them solid, firm. The thing is, it's actually extremely beneficial for breath coming from the belly, using the diaphragm. So I encourage you to put your hand on your belly with your thumb resting on your diaphragm. And as you inhale, notice the air travel into your stomach and your stomach push outward. Allow and notice your rib cage to expand at your front, your sides, and your back, opening and expanding a full 360-degree circle around your ribs, back, and stomach. Almost like the air is flowing in and out of you through your skin the whole way through and around your torso. This is the lungs pushing the air into the abdomen and pushing your organs downward. And this full expansion helps our nervous system work the best it possibly can in all sorts of ways. What happens when you let your diaphragm expand? Inhale through your nose and try to exhale through your mouth like you're blowing through a straw. You can also cool off your breath by breathing in through your mouth with a curled tongue, if you can, like this. Some people can't, it's totally a genetic thing. You can also suck in the air like you're sucking in through a straw. And exhale however you want, however feels comfortable. Notice what happens with that cooling breath. Play around with all different ways of exhaling and inhaling. And notice what happens when you engage your breath in different ways. I invite you to incorporate slow bilateral side-to-side taps to strengthen any positive feeling sensations in your body right now. Keep breathing, feeling that rib cage expansion, and keeping your chest steady. You might add in a mantra as you breathe, like I'm breathing in joy, I'm exhaling peace, I'm breathing in love, I'm exhaling wholeness. Or you might add in colors such as I'm breathing in aqua light and exhaling bright turquoise light. I'm breathing in pale pink and breathing out neon pink. I'm breathing in light yellow and breathing out radiant gold. Continue for as long as you need. And when you're ready, if you've closed your eyes, allow them to flutter open, then join me again. Welcome back. What are you noticing now? Hi, Sam here. This is called grounding tree. Let's start with your feet on the ground, standing or sitting. Press your feet into the ground and feel your feet pressing firmly into the floor or the earth. Feel all four corners of your feet, noticing the sensation of that contact happening. Your feet against the ground. Have your feet shift side to side. Wiggle your toes. Move your feet around. Notice your tendency to lean inward or outward. Notice any resistance to lean against the way you tend to. And find a steady footing. Notice the length of your body from the bottom of your feet all the way to the top of your head. Notice the connections of every cell of your body. And imagine what it would be like to be a tree planted in the ground. Imagine having roots, seeking nourishment, feeling secure in the ground, feeling connected with the earth. Notice the flow of energy from those roots all the way to your head. You might feel called to move your arms like branches. Allow yourself to move them however feels natural right now. Imagine being a tree through the different seasons. Imagine how your branches feel in the wind or weighed down by snow and yet still flexible. Notice feeling grounded in the earth, nourished by the earth, embodied and moving with the elements, going with the flow. Notice what kind of tree you are. Notice the qualities. You can be creative depending on what you need. It's okay to have shallow roots or to be a willow tree that has a lot of flexibility and movement. or maybe a solid, strong old oak tree that can't break. And if you feel any adaptive shift or helpful feeling, I invite you to slowly tap that in, side to side, or sway side to side, noticing and strengthening any positive feeling qualities. Take a breath and sink into that, allowing this tree to be what it is, what you need it to be. Breathe steadily. Take a pause and another breath. And if your eyes have fallen closed, when you're ready, allow them to flutter open and return to our space. And what are you noticing now?